Welcome back to Gaming With The Goons and another episode of D&D. So our second session of the campaign. And our adventurers travelled to the Sea of Moving Ice by request of Queen Romalia, the leader of the Council of Waterdeep. And Monarch has decided to take his dragon and fly into the middle of the village, scaring them all back into their houses. So today, Rob here, but we have got Grant here, who is playing Fan. We have got another player, but we'll introduce that as we come to him in the session. So let's get started. So you Monarch, you've flown basically down to the village. Well, what are you doing?
I just call my dragon to drop down, like.
Yep. So you land in the center of the village. You notice it's a fairly small sort of makeshift. The ice is about to be a bit flatter. Yep, and there's a village hall on the left-hand side of the village. It seems to be one of the largest buildings here. It's also surrounded by little igloos and makeshift huts. And there's also some popping about as well. So what are you guys doing? Running at the top of the ice huts.
Quick question. So, if I were to grab Fandarin onto my lion, what would our speed be?
Half movement, so you'd have half speed. So you're not that far away, so you could catch back up, so it wouldn't be too difficult.
Okay.
Okay, right. We'll do that.
What you might witness is you see a tall, quite burly guy in some like a fit coat, almost some sort of like silver, something like that. He's next to him is a woman, a little bit shorter in height, but a very similar sort of build. And you also see a third person who is played by Dan. So you'd like to describe your character and your class.
Okay, so hi, I'm Dan, and I'm Fork Druid Murren. He's about 64 years old, full with pale green, almost grey skin. He has a pointed white beard that's kept relatively well trimmed, and tusks that have been filed relatively flat, almost to make him seem slightly less intimidating for a half-orc. He's got a mud-brown hooded cloak draped across his shoulders, and what seems to be the top of a scar just above his heart. Can't quite make it out when he's kept his cloak around him, but there's definitely something there. He's eyeing Monarch and the dragon with a fair amount of suspicion.
Yep, and the guy who's carrying a like a wooden stick with a pointy, like almost sword on it. He goes, "Aye, Okaha, ask what you are doing here." And what you notice is the English is quite broken. It's common, but
Runespark and Fandarin are still outside a little bit, aren't we?
Yeah, you will catch back up, but it'll take a little while. I'll let you know.
Just like, I think this will take. Does your friend always just charge in?
I'm afraid so.
Let's just make it a bit faster. I put my handouts to him so that
okay.
And Fandarin hops on the back of this line.
Yep. So you're hopping back a lion.
Runespark was probably on his dragon.
He's got his dragon. Yeah. So no, Runespark will be on his dragon. That's right. Very true. He would take his dragon and fly next to you on the way down. Hopefully, a mechanical dragon's a bit safer than a Monarch. The shaman's come to you and he's asked a basic. He goes, "I am Orkoha. What are you doing here?" The English is a bit broken.
I didn't answer him, and I look back. Look at where's everyone is.
You can see them in a distance coming down the mountain, like the higher up part of the iceberg. As you approach down, they're quite a bit behind you. You have to answer. Okay. Well, you don't have to, but
I look at him. I said, I'm not going to answer until my teammate is here.
Okay. Is there anything you want to say or do?
And then I just...
Are dragons considered beasts?
I guess.
God, I didn't know beasts
and
were
the
iconics.
dragon himself.
No, they'd be considered beasts because they are monsters. So they'd be considered. I would say they're beasts. Yeah.
I would like to cast Speak with Animals and ask the dragon.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Would I allow that? Me.
I'm just wondering if that would work. Because if they're not beasts,
I'll allow
it
it.
won't work.
It would. It's not really. You couldn't normally do that, but I'd allow it.
Okay. So I'm going to cast Speak with Animals and ask the dragon what they want. In the simplest possible way.
Oh yeah. Mokima, who has a temperament of her own. That is Unite's dragon. Goes. We stop cult.
I'm going to turn to the shaman and say, they're here to help stop the cult. There is a slight hint of suspicion. My voice is starting to fade a little.
Yeah. Okay. So the shaman, who is Orca Heart, goes. Turns to him and goes. We'll see, but I'm wary of these people. At this moment, you're sort of arriving as this conversation's happening. He flew a dragon into our village. Seems a bit suspicious to me. And Bone Carver, who is the woman, she goes, "Oh, maybe give him a chance." Orgaha.
The woman, she speaks sense. We are all men of creatures here.
I go into my pouch and I grab out an insignia of the Waterdeep
Okay.
to show them and say, I'm one of the royal knights of the kingdom in the Waterdeep, and I was hoping that you could give us some information about the cult.
Okay. Moen would recognise this insignia as well, having the same one. Orca goes. And he sort of gives a grunt and he goes, "Well, I know Waterdeep have been sending people here," and he sort of gives you a knowing look. He gives Moen a knowing look, and he goes, "But we have strict rules in our village of Oriev."
If you'd like to go ahead, we'll listen to the rules and we'll try and
No
do what
one
you say.
enters the village hall. I'll give you a tiny igloo, which you may stay, but make sure you're warm at night. At night time, do not venture on the ice, for you'll probably get lost and not be able to find your way back to the village. It'll just be too dark, basically.
And these creatures, these toads around town, what are they for? What do they do?
They help. They help bring fish. They help transport. Why not speak to one?
You can ride them, you can speak to them. This surprises me.
They are more intelligent than you think.
I fear I've misjudged these toads. I shall speak later, no doubt.
Would you have a stable around? As you can see, I have my lion as my steed.
So there is no real stable. You'd have to basically take him in an igloo and cover him warm or something. It'd fit because an igloo is quite big. It's like you could.
Yeah. Well, with my mount ability, with my favourable mount, it can go inside.
Yeah.
Unless some certain places I won't be able to. That's it. Yeah.
And then he asks, more importantly, what information are you after?
We have recently been attacked by the cult in the kingdom, and we'd like to know if you know anything about any of the four other speakers of the cults.
He doesn't. So he explained to you he doesn't know anything about the worm speakers itself.
Mm-hmm.
There seems to be a pulsing sound which has become more prevalent in the recent months, which is the pulsing. So unless you are a dragonborn, you don't. You only feel like there's almost like high pressure on your ears, and it just pulsates every now and again. To dragon wands, it calls them north, which is information you're currently aware of.
Quickly, a little bit off topic, but has the village recently been attacked or been spotted by any others? Because obviously it took us.
Orca immediately just interrupts you and goes, "No, the village is fine."
Can I do a check on it?
Yeah. So you want to make an insight check. Anyone else want to do the
I
same?
think I feel suspicious, and I'll do a similar sort of check, I believe.
Yeah.
Insight, you say?
Does Moan want to do an insight check? If you do, you can do it with advantage, being around.
I've been around for a while, so I'd already be suspicious of them.
Yes,
So-
exactly.
Being an honourable knight, I'm not going to do that.
So insight with advantage for me.
Yes.
18 for me. Off Pandering.
Yeah.
21 for me.
Oh, that's good. You monarch.
He doesn't have good rolls.
You monarch. What's your roll?
21.
You can't count. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so just about succeeded. So Fandarin knows something's wrong, and you feel that he's definitely trying to hide something, but couldn't quite grasp what it is. You monarch, on the other hand, you get the impression that it's a sore subject. So you get the impression people are going missing. Where Moen, having a bit more information, works out that people are going missing. It possibly has, or Orcahart possibly knows more than he's letting on about why people are going missing. You've known for a while that people are disappearing and stuff's going on. I'm just unsure why the reasons.
Obviously, I don't to him, the chief,
Can I
and
just
say,
say, like, you're lying?
He just ignores you.
if there is anything that we can help you with, the castle of the WotC will send anyone along, and we here right now can help you with anything that it's needed.
He goes, "No more people." He goes, "Stay away from the village hall," and then just begins to walk off back to a nearby igloo.
Sorry, what was the girl's name?
You haven't introduced her, but it's bone cover, so you'd have to ask.
But
who
I do see.
You
her,
do see
though.
her, but you just don't. She hasn't spoken.
Is she
yet.
still around?
She's still around.
Okay, so I got up to her and said, "I'm just like, my name is Arthur, and may I just ask what your name is?"
My name's Bone Carver.
Nice to meet you, Bone Carver. I can see that the chief of this place is a little bit. I don't know how would you. He's just not. I feel like he's not telling us everything around this place. I just wanted to know, why is Village Hall off limits to people? Someone who's always next to him looks like you do know something.
Make a persuasion attempt, but with disadvantage because you are an outsider and just throw a dragon into the.
Yeah, that's fine.
Would I already know?
Like the village. Yeah, you would already know. Yeah.
Natural 20 on my first one.
Oh, that's quite good.
Natural 20 second one.
Oh my god.
28.
He's burning through them all to begin with.
Yeah, that's it. All natural 20
natural 20.
to come
I
with
got
the
natural
session.
20.
Natural 20.
Two in a row.
But 28 altogether.
So she will tell you. Moen would. No, it doesn't. They make out it seems to be a tribal thing. But as far as you're aware, they're actually hiding something inside the village hall. You suspect it has something to do with the cave system, but you're not 100% sure. However, Bonecarver says to you, she goes, "It's part of the tribal rituals. The village hall is only used on special occasions for the most important rituals of our tribe of ice hunters. We use it for like coronation, or if someone beats a series of trials, etc., against a shaman, and then perhaps we use it
Okay.
or allow access to it."
And then I say to everyone quietly, can I say, let's just sneak into that place.
Would I know the penalty for going in there?
Yes, the penalty for going in is death.
So I'm just going to like lean on my staff towards your monarch. He hasn't introduced himself, so I wouldn't actually know his name.
He just a
I lean
very
towards
tall
him and just mutter to him.
cat person.
I would advise against that unless you wish to lose your head.
And the way they do it is they dip your head in the ice water and hold it there until basically circulation cuts off.
I look at
Plus drowning.
I look at you, Monica, and I just say, I don't do anything that sneaky.
And I say,
Runespark would go, oh, perhaps it's better if we do this a bit more carefully. Perhaps make them
We need
more allies.
yeah, that's why I said sneak in. But obviously we come with the plan. Plus we answer the question. I'm not scared of death anymore. I already lost my family. I got nothing to lose.
Apart from your head.
Svandarin just steps in there just to say.
I just ignore him.
Yep.
And I look at Runespark and Vandarin. Judging that, I've seen both of them. It looks like in this group that there is, it looks like them two are more of the leader type, or the group in between. So I look at them, and I just say to them, I'm just like, I'm not sure about your friend, but as your dwarf friend has said, we do need a better plan. We need to all sit down and go in.
Runespark then turns to Moen and says, "You've been here a while. Have you had access to the village hall?"
Have I?
No. You have not had access yet.
No. The shaman does not trust outsiders at all, myself included. It's probably not helped by, well, see for yourself, and I just gesture to the fact that I'm a very obvious half-orc.
Yeah.
Do you know ways permitted to go inside?
You would know that they do a series of. It's not really a series of trial. It's more a game of Glacierball, which is basically there is a game called Pyroball, which is played in the Sword Coast. It's a very form of that, except it uses more ice mechanics rather than fire mechanics. If you beat the shaman, you can make that deal as sort of a request. The shaman would not take that lightly though, and would be really.
There
tough.
is a way in, but you would probably make an enemy of Orcaheart. And whilst you're here, you probably do not want to be doing that.
But he is honourable, so he would honour it, but you wouldn't necessarily like it. And you'd know that being in the village.
If you beat him at a trial of Glacierball, he will honour any request regarding entering the village hall, but I doubt he would appreciate the request.
Okay.
How many entry of the place?
Sorry, what's that? There's only one entry. It's the door, like the front doorway. Just like a double sort of wooden door. It looks heavily reinforced with like steel beams, wood, anything that can give it a bit more structure, a bit more.
Any guards?
There is two little Eskimo, tribe members just holding spear.
Presumably, I'd have already like effectively cased the village when I first arrived. Yeah. Would I know of any like small holes in the walls or anything that like a rat could get through, or a small animal?
Make a general. I'd probably say history check for this one. I'll give you advantage as well because you've been here a while. It's neither the advantage is an 8 and
17.
Then a 17. So yeah, there's a few places where you can get like a rat, and it's generally quite well sealed just to keep the cold out, but there is a couple little holes which you could probably make a bit bigger as a rat to squeeze through.
What's the leader look like, or like what kind of race he is?
They appear to be human. They're a bit tan skin. Seem to be predominantly human. Don't seem to be any like unusual race or anything like that.
Okay. And then
I stand out as a half orc amongst humans, so
Yeah, exactly. You stand out quite a bit, but
and then I look at everyone. I say, I got an idea. I can describe one of you who just like the leader, and then obviously the people will let him in, and then he just pretending to say, yes, those people are us allowed to go in with him. So in that case, everyone can go in.
We could.
I think you think the people here are far more stupid than you realise. They are not idiots.
Runespout was going to say, I agree.
I don't do stuff like this. I honour anything I do. I do not do stuff like that.
But do you want to do this, or do you want to still waiting for your queen to say, oh, do this then?
I wait until my queen's order.
Runespark turns to man and goes, you've been here a while. Why were you sent here?
I was sent here for a similar reason to all of you, to collect information on the goings on the village regarding any cult influences.
And of course you're still here doing nothing.
There is a difference between waiting for the right moment and doing absolutely nothing, young cat. You would do well to understand that.
So basically you are doing nothing.
Can I just have a look around and see what else there is?
Make it a perception check.
Calm your whiskers.
Oh my god, if Vandarin steps in, you know it's serious.
Let's not make enemies at this moment. We're new in town.
Oh yeah, I've used up all my 6.
6. Just because of like the general ice and the bit of like snow that's starting to come down, it's getting a bit thicker. You probably need to take shelter on a bit.
Would I be able to see shops or anything like that around?
No. You just see some more igloos, and then the snow's getting thicker. It's getting a bit like a mist. It's getting quite like almost like a sandstorm, but like out of snow. It's getting a bit harder to see. And
shall we all retreat to one igloo and start planning our next step?
Presumably, I already have an igloo.
You have an igloo.
Would it fit the entire?
It would fit the entire. They're quite big, so you'd be able to fit 6 people quite comfortably.
What with a lion, a panther, and a dragon?
Merely a bit of squeeze of the dragon in there as well.
Well, the mechanical dragon can probably stay outside.
Mechanical dragon can stay outside, but the real dragon would be a bit of squeeze. The lion can come in, and Ridicus and the dragon, the mechanical dragon will be able to get in quite easily. However, the big dragon can fit, Mokama can fit, but it'll be a bit of a squeeze. There is a bit of rivalry between Ridicus and... it's not really rivalry, but it's like wariness between him and Mouse.
Okay.
And like they're not against each other, but they're not best friends either.
Okay.
The king of cats against
the prince of cats.
The prince of cats.
Yeah, exactly.
Has it? Would you say it's about 10 minutes has passed?
Oh yeah, easily. Yeah.
Okay. Because that was duration of Speak with Animals, so I'm just finding out if it's already faded or not.
Oh, it would have faded by now. Yeah, unfortunately. This whole conversation would take some time. By the time you move to the igloo after it come down, and you notice Bone Carver and Orc had disappeared.
So, we haven't really introduced ourselves. So, my name's Arthur.
No, pleasure to meet you. I'm Murren.
Right.
Have you been with this group long? You seem unsure of them.
I am a royal knight towards the Queen, so I've mainly been in the castle more than anything. And this is the bunch of adventurers that have actually killed the first worm speaker that we know of.
That is an impressive achievement.
Yes, they are very good, but I can tell that they do have one person in the crew, I think you can guess, who's a little bit out of hand.
Yes, it does look like he needs to be kept on a short leash.
Runespark says, you'd have to be considerate. He has just lost one of his best friends, who have been kidnapped by a red wizard.
You do know that I'm still in the room. You don't need to talk to me like a third person.
Runespark turns and goes, sorry.
I just raise my eyebrows at him like, I am aware. I do not care.
Well, before things get out of hand, shall we continue the plan? I think we should challenge him to the Glacierball. that you had mentioned before.
Presumably, I would know how skilled he is at Glacierball.
He's very skilled. So the way it works is he'll be able to pick a team, and his team has been undefeated so far. While it'll be possible, it'll be very
Undefeated
tough.
for how long?
Sorry?
Undefeated for how long?
Well, the entire time he's become shaman, basically. So it'll be a good best part of the year.
And how big is the team?
It's a team of 5 per side.
What happens if I just challenge Chief in a
What,
one-on-one battle?
To a duel?
To a duel, yes.
Well,
Is he powerful or?
he's the leader of this village and is a shaman. Shamans traditionally have a lot of magical power.
I
You
mean,
would be
if-
hard pressed to defeat him.
I mean, if I do an honourable challenge where it's a fist fight,
I think fists and swords only get so far.
Fists are
in this
generally
battle.
not considered honourable. A sword, yes.
I mean, it's possible that I can get him to fight against me.
Is it possible that he's heard of my family? We do carry some influence down in the south, of course, but we are far north at the moment.
You'd be better off repeating your name to him. I spend most of my time out in the wilderness. Your name will mean nothing to me. Even if it did, I would not care.
I would be inclined to agree with that, unfortunately.
Yeah, Runespa would say doesn't know if it'll be reached as far. It's quite it's a moving iceberg, so I don't know how much outside news comes in.
I mean, I don't know, except for Pandarin, I don't know what your last name is, so I can't.
It has been mentioned before. It's got mentioned in the Council of Waterdeep as Queen Romalia referred to you as Fandarin of Florencia.
Florencia.
So you would be aware of that.
Would I know a lot about it?
You would have heard of
I would have heard of it.
some royalty in a trade town,
Okay.
but that's about the information you'd have unless you specifically look into it.
Okay.
All I can say to you, good night. You said that you would not perform a morally questionable action unless your queen ordered it. Is that correct?
I mean, she wants me to get information, but I will not try and do anything. Hence why I suggested a
Then-
challenge of a fist fight.
Then all I have to really impart on you is the knowledge that was imparted upon me by my druidic circle's leader. A man may choose what path he takes. A slave obeys his master.
Okay.
So the question I put to you is, are you a man, a free man, or someone else's slave?
Currently a slave. Don't know what I'm going to be in the future.
That's
How
a
would I
very
become?
honest
How would I become the leader of this tribe?
Well, if the shaman were
I mean,
to
if the
pass
shaman-
away and no one else who was next in succession were able to take his place, I say this with a hint of distaste in my voice. Like that
Yeah,
is
it's
not the
not-
way to do things.
yeah.
You'd be better off sorting this out diplomatically.
Oh no, I'm just thinking how to become the next tribe leader. That's all.
Oh my god!
I'm just thinking of a way. Anyway,
You'd have to do it honourably
but-
as well, based on your character.
I know, yeah.
So it'd be
But-
very difficult.
But I feel like we should go for the Glacierball. I think that's the best way to go through without any problems, anything that will do any harm towards Waterdeep.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that's probably the best thing. But it's a group choice. Unfortunately, I can't agree with the fellow young rogue, cat rogue. But unfortunately, I won't sneak into places.
Runespark says that even if you did manage to sneak in places, you couldn't really disguise as a person because it's a very remote town. They'll notice if something's amiss. It'd be very. You could do it, but it'd be very, very difficult.
I just don't sneak anyway.
I think we're representatives of the council, and I think in some part we have a duty to uphold that responsibility. So I think we have to be careful.
Runespark turns to Merlin and goes, "Oh, if we did this, would you join in the Glacierball, or would you be against it?" Or
I would support your side, as it were, but I would not participate in such actions. My age, for one thing, makes me a rather unsuitable teammate.
what's your age again? Sorry,
67.
67.
I'm
So very
fairly
old
old for a half-orc.
Half-orc.
I'm 20.
Wise. Yep. So if that's what you decided, are you gonna?
I don't know. Can I inquire the rules of Ice Ball, Glacierball?
Yep. So Moen would know this as the rules. For the viewers, I'm just going to explain the mechanics of the game. So the way Glacierball works is there is a series of pillars. In this case, it'll be ice. They start off at they're high up, so they're like 100 feet up, and they increase to 120 feet, and back down. The middle being like the peak point. Each end is one single hoop, and the goal is to throw a ball, like in this case an ice ball, through the hoop. Apart from that, if you get knocked off the pillar, you effectively lose your next turn. Makes it difficult, but then you can climb back up. Basically, it takes a turn to climb back up. You've just got to win by 3 points. Well, not win by 3 points. You've got to be the first 2 3 points. But apart from that, there's no other rules. So you're allowed to cast magic. You're allowed to knock them off the pillars. You're allowed to use magic to grab the ball. You're allowed to do whatever creative thing you want.
What would be the penalty for someone acting as a spectator discreetly casting a spell that might give them an advantage?
Generally, if they get caught, if they it's very frowned upon. If you get caught, it's generally like some penalties where it depends how serious the casting was. Whether it's been done in the past or not, it's been hard to say. You have a feeling that they're not always as honourable as they say. So there may be cheating going on. Based on your knowledge of it and some games that you may have seen during your stay here.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, shall we all have a 1 day long rest? Just because it's pretty much night time now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's night time. It's
So
approaching night time.
let's-
To be safe.
Let's all go back to our igloo, rest up, and get ready for tomorrow for the challenge.
And Mouse, as he stretches out Ridicus. And this is a little bit in Chris's Mac.
I give both of
Mouse
them.
just looks and just like,
I give both of them a disapproving look and just behave whilst you're in my hospitality.
Ridicus gives a and sort of a sigh of acceptance, but disappointment as he settles down next to Fandom.
Fandom kind of gives him the stink eye. He's like, not right now.
Okay, as the adventurers settle in, we're just going to take a quick break here while we set up the Glacierball map.
smooth colours, vivid colours.
Which one is me?
Standard.
So you're
You're the front
the
one.
purple.
Okay.
Right. So the morning comes. The shaman comes and is basically stood outside your igloo as you come out. He just stared at you.
We challenge you to Glacierball.
He looks at you and almost laughs, and he goes, "Huh, huh, 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 huh."
I know you got.
Huh.
But do you accept the challenge or not?
I do, but no one's beaten me in Glacierball for
Today's a different story.
almost a year.
Well, I'm 2 now.
So he explains the rules, which I've already explained mechanically. So I won't repeat it again. But he explains the rules to you, and he goes, "You need 5 players."
Well, as you can tell, that we are one short, so hopefully you're letting us to have a animal as our representative.
He goes, "What kind of animal?"
My friend Mouse.
He looks at you. That's sort of lying. So he goes, "Make a persuasion roll." Just straight.
Come on, mouse, you can do this. Oh, I need to roll again. It stopped. 14 plus 8, 22.
It's fine. I rolled an 8, so there's no way I was making that. He goes, fine, I'll allow it.
Okay. Can I just have a quick word with my team before we actually
He goes,
start?
yeah, and he tells you location to come to, and it's it's not too far away. It's maybe like an hour's walk, just a bit away from the village. He points you towards sort of part of the iceberg. It kind of raises up a bit, and
Okay, so
goes, meet us there.
I turn around and I tell everyone, once we win this, we've got this, but there's something I want to tell you guys first. Remember the word water deep, okay?
Water deep. Yep.
Whisper it into Mouse's ear, and he will let you ride him if needed.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll make sure that Mouse knows as well.
Okay. He can trust us, or we can trust him.
Yes. Let's head over.
Sounds good.
As I'm riding onto Mouse into
Yep.
the arena.
So you ride to the arena, and you come around it, and you see that they've so you see that as you approach the arena, you see there's a load of like basically all the villagers sat at the bottom, or waiting this event to happen. Basically, this event to occur. They're looking quite eager, and you see the shaman. He pulls off his coat, and it's rare he sort of does it. You haven't seen it too many times, but he's underneath. He's got like metal like chainmail armor. It seems to be encrusted with some more diamonds and fancier jewelry, which compared to some of the other tribes' gears it's quite
Just a
expensive.
quick question.
Yeah.
On how the not how the mechanic was, on how it is. So obviously we've got 5 players
Yep.
on our team. Does Mouse count as my move, or does it have its own move now? Obviously, Mouse
as is a 5 player, like consider him a separate entity.
Okay, but it
So
will listen to what I say.
He'll
Then.
listen to what you say,
Okay.
but it'll have a separate
Yes,
turn.
until
Almost.
I merge with him.
Yeah.
Well, not merge with him. Become
Two
a
from one.
steed.
So you
Become blind man.
You passed a half-orc druid as well. As you approach and begin to climb the ladders, is there anything you want to say to them as they pass? Or
I don't say anything. I merely nod at them. But as Arthur, Eumonich, and Mouse walk past, I brush my hand against them and cast Enhance Ability on all 3 to give them Cat's Grace.
okay,
So you have advantage on all
dexterity.
dex saves, and you won't take any damage from falling 20 feet or less if you're not incapacitated.
Okay.
Is that everyone?
Yes.
Yeah, that's for the whole.
That's for an hour,
Yeah, for the whole
provided
party.
I'm not distracted. I can only put it on 3 people, so I'm putting it on the 3 most aggressive people.
So
Well, 2 most aggressive people and the lion.
yep.
Very, more aggressive than me, probably.
That is one of the 4th level
So
spell
it'll
slots.
probably be definitely you, Monarch.
Probably me.
Yeah, be Arthur and the
Mouse.
Mouse.
Yep. So as I begin to, you feel the effect of the spell surround you, and there is a sort of light imagery, spiritual imagery of like a cat that appears round as you cast. Yep. So you begin to climb up. As you reach the top, you see that this is high up. You're 100 feet up on the ends, and then as you approach the middle, they go up 5, 10, then it goes back down again. You can choose your starting position.
I'm going here with Mouse.
Yeah.
I'm going to the right.
And I'll hold for the middle.
Yep. And Moonspark will do the
Move from
same. He'll move up a bit more.
Moonspark's the goalkeeper.
Um,
Save!
so, Orca Heart is here. And he's just got some 4 generic tribe members to help him. And to start, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Can I get another dice for mouse? Thank you.
Sure, 20.
Oh, well.
Hold on, I need to look at mouse as well.
Did you just roll that red one? It's
Yep.
not a D20.
Oh yeah.
It's a D12.
DM is rolling the wrong dice.
That's a great start. I don't need to roll initiative, do I? Because I'm not taking part.
No, because you're not taking part. You're just sitting on the sidelines. I would, if you want to take initiative though, if you want to do stuff in between, then you can roll it, and I'll just.
Just about
Okay.
every single one of my spells is touch based. Actually, is that?
I love how
one?
there's a random character on my left hand side. It's actually is that Dan?
Yeah, that's Moen.
I thought it was just a random cheerleader.
How high up are they? Sorry, when they're on the
So that one's 100 feet, and then that will be 110 effectively middle.
That's 110. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's the highest.
That means they're permanently too far away from me unless I start climbing up.
That is true.
I was just thinking.
Or they fall down. Yeah.
I was just thinking I could do something, but none of my spells are either discreet or have enough range.
So, what is the initiative for you, Monarch?
I got 12.
What's the initiative for Fandarin?
24 is a natural
Wow.
20.
Ooh. So many natural 20s this time.
That's my last one.
For Arthur?
I got 16.
Oh, Greenspike got 5.
Lee's rolling.
That is true, my rolls aren't the greatest. Mouse?
12 as well.
12.
You Monarch, I'll let you go first.
And then it's up to Moen if he wants to roll for initiative.
I don't have anything I can do.
Okay.
So
Feel free to jump in with flavour.
I'm if someone falls off, I'm going to roll initiative.
Yep.
And if someone falls off, I might see if there's anything I can do. But
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, natural one!
Oh no.
Natural 1, yes!
first initiative with this character.
Well, that's good you got it out of the system now.
Yeah.
So when you have it inevitably later on.
That's a 4 overall.
Oh my god.
That is a great start.
Right. So the ball is basically in the centre. And that's where it starts off. So the ball is in the centre and that's where it starts off. So Fandarin starts. So what are you going to do?
Presumably we can jump between.
Yes, yeah, you can jump between.
Is it based on my speed?
Yes.
Okay. So it's
So what's your speed?
35.
So you can go. You could probably make it there if you roll an acrobatics check. You make it to one of these easy.
I will try and get to the third one with acrobatics if that's okay.
Yep.
Oh, 11.
Oh no! So basically, you manage to get over this one quite easily, and as you jump, you land on the edge here, and it begins to crumble. Make a dexterity saving throw
With advantage.
with advantage because you got the cat's grace.
Oh.
Oh
2
no!
and 4. It's not very good.
Already.
6.
It's not.
No,
enough.
sorry, 8.
Unfortunately, it crumbles and you begin to fall. Yeah, sorry, you begin to fall.
8.
Oh yeah, I got.
Yeah, you've
4
got high
plus
dexterity.
7. For a
You'll
save.
save.
Oh,
for
7. Sorry, I've modified. Yeah, 11 then.
11. Still not enough, unfortunately. If you were that one, it would have been enough, but because you're on this one, it's not quite enough. And it crumbles, and you sort of fall backwards and
Take
don't
some
get your
red.
grab like
Strength
your
saving.
step. Bagheera comes running after you and does like a dive to try and catch you, and then sort of like pushes you, and then falls backwards as well.
And really
So you both begin to fall down. Yeah, you both begin to fall down. Ridicus is like clawing.
So are you technically saying that we've lost a player?
Yep,
already.
for 1 turn.
Great shot.
So for the next turn, you have to basically run around and climb back up and start back at the beginning.
Okay. Yep.
As you fall down, you notice that you see all the tribe members muttering. As they all muttering, you begin to fall slowly.
Okay.
As you feel light as a feather, and you begin to fall down. So you will make it down and basically head your way back round past Moen back to climb up.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put yourself there, you'll miss the next initiative round, but then afterwards you can jump
Back in. Yep, makes sense.
Okay, so Orkhart goes second. He's going to use a different dice. 19. Roll. So he means to. He's not quite make it. So he begins to run there. He's then going to mutter something, and you begin to see the ball begin to float as a mystical hand appears to be picking it up. That's all he is going to do. Arthur's going next.
Okay then, so I'm gonna. How many steps do I have? I have 30, don't I?
You can get there with acrobatics check. It's just that's just a 30 limit.
I'm gonna go here.
Yep.
I'm gonna end my turn.
Yep. Okay. Tribe 1 is going to
Try.
Okay. Oh, he fails. He begins to give a jump. Sits too close to the edge. Just doesn't make it, and basically just like hits his head on like the edge of the ice, and just sort of falls backwards. There, he rolled a natural 7 before he even moved. So he has to go back round. Then Mrs. Go. My rolls are terrible. Mouse is going now.
Mouse.
What's Mouse gonna do?
Mouse is gonna go over here and wait. And that's situated.
Okay, yep, it's easy enough to do. You can step over quite easily. You, Monarch?
I will go to the next one, to the edge of it.
To the far edge.
Which edge?
Yeah,
Which
this
edge?
one, this one.
Yep.
This one.
You gonna make a jump across, or are you going to wait there?
What do I need to get?
Acrobatics
Right.
check. I wouldn't tell you until you pass it.
Yep, I do. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that.
Yep, make an acrobatics check.
Well, if you fail, I mean you should be like good with acrobatics.
Well, you have to.
So.
I got 13.
13. Just enough. So you begin to make it, and you sort of stumble at the edge. You rock back and forth a bit, and then you manage to sort of grip your like toe claws in, and then manage to just balance yourself. You move 5, 10, 15, 20. What's your speed?
30.
Okay. Yeah, so you can maybe move. That's your limit, basically.
That's
So you can't
my
really
limit.
move. You've still got your action though.
What's the distance between me and the guy?
5, 10. About 15 feet from the guy, 20 feet from Orkahart. You're 10 feet from the ball.
So 20 feet from what's the guy's name again?
Orkahart.
Heart. 20. Can I attack him?
Yeah, you can. Go for it.
Okay. Let's go. I got 17 plus 7.
Oh, that's
so
that's definitely enough.
24. Okay.
I've just thought about it.
Or he could pay for. Well, actually, he's not paying for anything. I just want to attack him.
Yep. So he takes 24 damage. He's still.
No, I'm not done yet. I would say.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still working it out. 1 second, guys.
It's okay. Yep. So you begin to throw your knives to attack him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're both your daggers. It does hit him, and he sort of like gives a bit of a wince and just sort of stares you like a blank, cold stare.
I got 18.
18. Yep. 18 damage. Yep. Okay. Yep. So he takes 18 damage. As he's like giving you a cold stare. Is there anything else you want to do, or?
I said you're going to lose today.
He just laughs. And
I before he said anything, I said, "Stop this useless laugh. It didn't mean anything. Just wasting time."
Okay. He doesn't really respond. It just keeps laughing. Second tribe is going to go. He makes it just across.
Isn't that the first tribe member?
Oh yeah, sorry.
The one that fell.
He makes it just across. He can't really do that much else, to be fair. He's going to use his action, and he's going to try and throw his spear at the ball.
Okay.
Natural 1. So he grabs his spear and launches his spear, and you just see the spear just fly way past the ball, and just you can sort of just see it sort of float past you, and then just go and fall.
So has it fallen down?
Yeah, he's lost his spear.
I was gonna tell Mouse to fetch.
Oh no, it's down. It just pings off and just goes down.
Toothpick.
Then Orchard just gives him like a slap on the back of the head, like not to damage him, but just like you're an idiot.
Where did it land, roughly?
Just down
there.
So it's weapons.
Sorry, out of context from here, like the rule. So if we throw someone off, so how many times do you get a revive?
As many times as you want.
As many times as you want.
But then if you've got only one person there, it's going to be easy to score.
Okay.
Because they can't stop you, they can't interfere.
Okay, I understand. So they can get thrown off as many times.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
But it takes a turn for him to cover back. So try...
Can they die in this?
Technically, it's possible. But then, so could you guys.
For an honourable knight, you seem to take a lot of pleasure in trying to kill them.
I know.
I'm not killing them.
No, but if you did kill them, then your alignment
Inflict
changes because you're
maximum
supposed to be
pain.
honourable. I know your personality is in the game.
In general as well.
I'm not going to kill them. I'm just going to make them can't stand up anymore.
Which is
Critically wound.
Just cripple them.
as you shout this plan to each other, the third tribe member, he makes it across. He just about makes it on the edge opposite you, Monarch. He's going to go for attack against you, Monarch.
Yep.
And that is a total of... Check my notes. 13. So it does not hit.
Nope, sorry. Bye.
Let's go for a second attack. Natural 20. Grant can witness it.
It is, unfortunately.
And he's attacking you with his...
God, it's a 2.
That is a 2, not a 20.
No, it wasn't 20. So Grant just changed the dice on me.
Like July
It was a 20,
destroyed
unfortunately.
us.
So 5, double that, 10 plus 3. So it's only 13 points of damage, which isn't that much for a critical.
Yeah. Well,
As he stabs you with his spear.
I also got my skill, so it's basically back to normal instead of
Yeah, so it's half damage because it's uncanny dodge. So it's 7 points of damage for you.
Yep, got it.
And then as he stabs you, he just makes a He speaks in his own language, which for player knowledge is called Ilsuik. And he just goes, "Ticka ticka yoo," as he stabs Yumonic. So Runespark is going to make it over there. So he makes it over 1, and he's going to. He's thinking. He's going to hold his action, and as soon as anyone comes on there of the other team, he's going to throw his alchemical fire as soon as someone steps on it. That's not his team members. This other tribe is going to go natural 20. So he makes it across. I'm burning up my natural 20s now, though, guys.
I'm amazed you got 2.
Yeah, me too. I'm normally
Right.
terrible. I did get a natural 1 as well, so that's true. So he's going to make it across to Eumonic's square as well. And he's going to make 2 attacks against you as well, which is a 6 and a 19.
Yep.
So I think just a 19 hits,
Yep.
which is 4 plus 3, so 7 points of damage against Eumonic.
7.
Yep, as he tabs his spear and just says, "Ticket, ticket, ooh, ooh, ooh," against you.
It's because he's happy he hit.
Yeah. Is there anything Merlin wants to do? As Fanrin just runs past you with Ridicus following.
I am going to just move along.
That's fair, so you move along. And then, unfortunately, Fanrin is climbing back up. So unfortunately, you're at the top now, but you have missed that 1 turn, unfortunately. But you're back up now, next to Mouse. Walker Hart is going to bring the ball back to him. And then he's going to give it to his tribe member. As well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll drop it. Then he's going to try and get a bit further. So you managed to make it across there, and he's going to wait there. Runespark is going to launch his alchemical fire. Oh no. So he failed his dexterity save throw, so he takes the full damage. Which is, that's terrible. 2, 3, 4. So 9 points of damage he takes as Runespark pulls out a vial of alchemical fire and chucks it against the middle pillar where Orcahart is standing on. Takes another 9 points of damage. Right, so that is Orcahart's go. So Arthur's go. So what is Arthur going to do?
I am going to. I'm gonna jump to where. I'm gonna go to where the chief leader is.
Yep.
So here.
Yep.
And then 1, 2.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna attack him.
Yep.
But in doing so, I tell him to turn around.
Okay.
I don't attack people from behind. So
So
I tell him to turn around.
Yeah, he turns around facing you and goes, "Try it."
And I'm just like, I don't like doing stuff this way. So let's do this 1-on-1 as I use Knight's Challenge.
So you
To do
basically
honourable
convince him to a
duty.
duel on this bit.
Pretty much. So pretty much he can resist it if he wants to,
Yeah.
but he will have to do a charisma saving throw.
Yep. He'll.
Charisma saving against my charisma score at a disadvantage.
Okay. So he basically. So what's the score have to be?
14.
14. Yep. So he's going to try and resist it because obviously he's got other plans.
Mm-hmm.
And he at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
He definitely fails. But disadvantage so much, he rolled a natural 1.
So I'll tell you what the Knight's challenge does. On a fail, they are forced to accept my challenge. If the challenge is accepted, then both are locked into battle. We're both at disadvantage if anyone else attacks us.
Yeah.
But in addition, my opponent also has a disadvantage attacking me.
Yep.
And then the duel ends when we both agree upon it, or if one of us drops to 0 HP.
Okay. Yep.
And this ability can be used the number of times equal to my charisma modifier, which is twice. So I've already used it once.
Yep.
And I'm gonna attack it. I'm gonna attack him
Yep. Go for it. Make an attack roll.
twice.
Twice.
Okay. 23,
That hits.
19.
That hits.
Okay. Hope I don't kill him. And because of my great weapon ability, I add my modifier onto the attacking score. 5 plus 5
So 10.
with my modifier on strength, which is a plus 5, so 15.
15.
And then 6 plus 5 plus 5, so 20, no, 11, 16 plus 15 is 31.
Yep.
As I finish my turn, I just say, it's me and you, baby.
You just sort of.
Would I be able to hear that from where I am?
Yeah, you can hear like the shouting.
And I
I'm
kind of just
You-
roll my eyes at that
That's the
comment.
bit you hear as well, so it just makes no sense because you can kind of see two people fighting, but you don't know. You know it's probably Arthur from his voice, but you don't necessarily know who he's saying it to.
I just roll my eyes. The immaturity of youth.
He's very young. I'll try one. Mrs. Tummy is finally back up. Mouse. What's Mouse doing?
Mouse goes next to. It's gonna run next to RuneScape. RuneSpark. Sorry. He's gonna run next to RuneSpark, and he's gonna end his turn here.
Okay. Yep. You Monarch, what are you doing? You are currently facing 2 tribe members in front of you.
I am attacking one of them, like the
Ball.
one in front.
Yep. Go for it.
I'm using rapiers, by the way.
Yep.
Zombie rapiers is 20, not natural 20, but 20.
That hits.
I'm also using one of my skills, swiping attack. So once I use one of my point,
Yeah, your battle dice.
yeah. So if I do make an attack, the person within 5 feet, then another enemy is within 5 feet. I also can, make
Hit.
the same damage as the first one.
Okay.
So I'm gonna attack 2 of them in the same time. So 1 second. Let me work that out. So I got
Yep, so you swipe with your rapier across the 2 enemies. Just the sheer force of swiping, the first one just sort of continues, and the momentum just sort of catches the other tribe member at the same time.
yeah. So totally, I got 22 for both of them?
They're both looking injured as you slash across, and they're both like, oh, a bit shocked, and then
And then can I say something?
yeah.
Duga.
Then it's like Duga.
And then can I say one quick, like 1 second?
As long as it's really, really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drop down right now.
Oh, okay. They ignore you, and then this try member is going to pick up the ball. He's going to move this way. He, seeing that Arthur is now having a fight with Orgahart, he's going to change his plan, and he's going to move there. So he's carrying the ball.
Oh, this is going to be amazing.
And okay, so Tribe 3 thanks to you, Monarch. They're going to Tribe 3 is going to hold his go until Tribe 4 begins to attack you, Monarch. Runespark is going to, seeing that you've now engaged a battle, he's going to move this way, and he's going to try and he's going to make it over there, and he's going to try and he's not really that strong. No, he's going to wait on that one. He's going to throw some vial. Yep, he does some damage. He can throw some acid vials at the other tribe member, hopefully to get him to be injured enough to drop the ball. In which case, he can go pick it back up. Is his plan. And that is 46. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 13 points of damage against this guy. As he pulls out some a vial of like a greenish liquid and just begins to chuck it at this tribe member carrying the ball. What you do see now is the ball begins to burst out in a bluish energy, like a boom, and the tribe member also takes 3d6 cold damage. One falling on the ball too long, basically. And that's 12, 13, 14, 15 points of damage. This tribe member is looking rough. His hands are like ice burn, looking quite injured. His like skin is burnt from the acid a bit. Isn't quite rough. The both tribe members that held his turn are now going to try and push you, Monarch. So it'll be a grapple attempt from them with advantage against. So you Monarch's athletics or acrobatics.
Acrobatic. 1 second. I'm using acrobatic. Let's see if I be successful. Do I get advantages on them?
No, you just have a stray.
Okay. Let's see. Natural. No, I got shit.
Oh, what? Sorry.
I got 6.
6. So they had a natural 18. So between the two of them, it'll take 2 of them to push you.
Does that mean that they're using both of their action?
Yeah. So he held his action till the second one, and then they used both their actions basically to push you off. So both push you at the same time and then push you off. Unfortunately, you fall down. You hear the tribe members muttering. You float down gradually, almost like feeling quite light, like a feather, and you float down towards the ground. You have to make your way back round again. To the beginning, unfortunately. That's both their goes. So I think Mer wants to do.
Absolutely nothing. He's just stood there watching.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a slight smirk on his face as he can just hear the sounds of fighting above, and he's seen both Thunderin and Umonic fall down. Yeah. But he's more mildly amused by it than anything else.
Okay, entertained. Okay. So Thunderin, you have got a go, and your turn.
Just check really quick.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, well, actually, cost an ensnaring. Oh, actually, they're in duel, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, you can still attack him.
Okay. Can I cast an ensnaring strike against?
Yeah.
Orcas. That's okay. Second level.
Yeah.
So I'll through the things. Well, I cast it myself. It's next time I hit a creature, so it depends if I attack you. But at that moment, I do draw my bow. Ping a quick arrow.
Yeah.
Towards Orca in the middle there.
Oh. Archery away. Roll it again, I'd say, because it hit the thing, got stuck. That was very nearly an natural 20, guys. But it ended up being the same.
15.
That is not quite enough. So you ping the arrow, and it whizzes past Orkhart's ear and Arthur's ear. It's close. It was very close. Just skimmed. So unfortunately, it does miss.
2 attacks. I'll make another attempt. That's all right. Again, I cast a second level spell.
Yep.
Oh, I was ensnaring strike. Same again. 20 this time.
That hits.
Not natural. Okay, so by virtue of the spell, next time I hit a creature, which does hit, you must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained by magical vines.
Oh, he definitely fails.
So while restrained by the spell, you take 1d6 of piercing damage at the start of each turn.
At the start of each turn?
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
But you're restrained.
He is currently restrained.
And you take...
So you can't really stack advantage, but...
I don't need to stack advantage. It's only disadvantage against me, that's literally it.
Yeah.
I don't get advantages.
You do now, because he's restrained.
Oh, okay, then I'll get advantage.
Yeah.
You take 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage, so yep, he takes 8 points of damage. He's still looking quite healthy.
But I will hold my ground. Let's go.
Yeah, you'll hold your ground.
Maybe move forward a little bit, actually.
That's fair.
Let's be done.
Orcahar is restrained. So his creature speed is 0. Attack rolls against him has advantage, and he has disadvantage. He already has disadvantage against you anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Got to roll 3 times and use the lowest from the 3.
Do I roll damage?
Nah, it doesn't stack, unfortunately.
Do I roll damage for...
The pit and the ensnaring strike.
Yes, yeah. Roll damage for ensnaring strike because it starts this time.
I did or you did?
No, you did it.
3.
So 3. Yeah, it adds up.
Just piercing damage. Nothing in particular.
He basically 10 is the disadvantage roll, so he does not manage to hit Arthur. As he desperately swings in for an attack. He swings in for his second attack. Natural 20 and a 7. So yeah. Saved by your dueling ability.
Yes.
That's 3 natural 20s today, though.
Hey, I'm gonna get my next one.
So he's not much he can do. He's currently restrained. He has disadvantage against you. He can't move. He just sort of gives a growl.
So I don't make a mistake. We'll do it next time.
That's right.
I do a quick reaction towards him and like this. Like that to him.
Your reaction is to laughing. So Arthur, it's your go now.
Okay then, I'm gonna push him off.
Yeah.
Since he's restrained right now.
Yeah.
Technically, he can't do much, so I'm gonna try and push him off.
He can still resist, but I would give him disadvantage on the resist.
It'll be a straight strength check, isn't it?
Your straight strength
against
his strength for athletics.
Okay. Oh, I've got a natural 1 on one of them. But it's 15.
Which one's a 15? Yeah, his lowest is a 6 plus 3, so 9. So, yep. You see him restraining vines, and you see him like fall off with vines wrapped around him as he falls off. Moen, being directly there, just begin to see Orhart just begin to float down to the ground.
Just
and
saying,
looking disappointed.
he's only fallen off. We haven't agreed, or we haven't both agreed, and we haven't hit 0 hit points. So Jordan is still engaged.
So he has to come back up.
Yeah,
and come
so
back
he has
and
to
fight
come
you.
back. He has to come back and come back to me. It's still my go, isn't it?
Yeah, he's off.
So I'm
Yep.
gonna go 1, 2
How long does the dueling last for? Just last
until we
yeah.
or
Or
0
agree.
all agree, and I push him off. Try and push this one off, but
pushing is an action, so you wouldn't be able to do it again.
it's an action. It's not an attackman.
It's
Because obviously I've got 2 attacks.
you got to that. I think you could
Yeah.
do it. Yeah.
So, but I tell him to turn around first.
Yep.
Obviously,
Turn
I
around.
Turn around.
Yeah, if you've got two actions or 2 attacks, then you can do it.
19 plus 21. No, 22. Sorry.
Yeah, he's definitely enough. I need to push him off as well. So he turns around and then he's a bit surprised as he turns around, and then you turn around and you just give him a shove. It's just unexpected and just falls off.
Threw 2 people off in one go.
Yeah, you see a second after Orkar falls down, you see another tremor just go and fall off. You just see people being thrown off the rocks. Or the pillars, ice pillars.
And then I
glance up and then just mime holding my staff above me, a bit like an umbrella.
Yeah.
It's like unfold an umbrella. Oh, it's raining people now, is it?
I end my turn with
Yeah.
Arthur.
Yeah, not much more you can do, I don't think. Background.
Would they just automatically get sent back there, or would they have to actually travel back there?
It's 15 feet.
Yes. No, they'd have to travel, but it wouldn't. As per the rules of the game, they can just next turn.
With everyone murmuring, they're probably teleported back there.
Unless you wanted to stop them.
I was just wondering if I would be able to discreetly cast Thorn Whip so the crowd couldn't see me.
Yeah, you could do it. I would say make a sleight of hand check. But you could definitely do it.
It was more of a curiosity thing because it's not my turn yet, so.
Yeah, you can do it, and because it's all simultaneous. So basically, as you're running, if you want to do it, they'd run past you.
Sleight of hand +3.
It's up to you, but that's how you can never try it. No harm in trying.
Yeah. Well, there is. Because
Well,
if I attempt and I fail,
well, yeah,
then I'm going to screw over the relations that I've been trying to build with these people. So.
That is very true.
We've already screwed ours by challenging him. So.
Yes, I know, but you've only just arrived. I've been here a while. I'm not going to, just because.
Okay. Yeah.
I think I'd be aware that it would probably jeopardise everything I've been trying to work towards.
It just depends on how much you want the information. Back to tribe 1. He's going to make over there. Yep, he's going to make over there, and he's going to turn to his friend and go. Hoo, hoo, hoo. And then that's what he's going to do.
Would I have picked up any of the
Roughly,
language?
maybe a little bit. You wouldn't necessarily know what they're saying exactly, but that was just more like. It's more like a.
Give me the ball.
Yeah, more like a strategy. You wouldn't necessarily know what exactly the strategy is, but you know it's some kind of play for the ball.
I'm just wondering if I could attempt to trick them into throwing it down to me.
Yeah,
just
you could do that.
just
You could try
in the
imitate
heat
it
of the moment, and I call out to pass to me.
Yeah,
But I wasn't sure if I would know what that was, and then
you would be a roll, but you could definitely do it. And then I'd probably give you
what role would
a
it
lower
be?
DC. I'd probably say a history or an intelligence check, whatever's higher for you.
Neither. They're both 0.
Just straight either.
That got caught on the book.
Yep, that's fine.
That was
that's
even lower.
Worse. Oh no. So 5 and a 3. So unfortunately, you tried to call out and you remember the words there, and it's definitely possible to do it, but you just can't. In the heat of the moment, you just struggle to remember the exact phrasing. So you do call out something, but they kind of ignore it because it kind of doesn't make perfect grammatical sense.
Does anyone in the crowd just look at me like?
Crowd's not looking at you like. what's he saying? Like, because it doesn't really. Yeah, like it's like you've said something, but it doesn't really make any sense to anyone.
I just make my
Unfortunately,
staff
not
glow
quite
slightly,
enough.
like it's. I'm always casting a spell. Don't worry.
Yeah. Right, so that's that tribe. Go. Mouses go.
Okay, mouse. He's going to do 1.
Yep.
2.
Yep.
3.
Yep.
4.
Yep. Yeah, so I have my 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
As mouse has travelled 10 feet,
Yep.
he can jump 25 feet.
You can do.
Yes, so
That's
he's going to
another
jump
attack.
over
Yep.
and going to do a claw attack on him.
Yep. Okay. Go ahead and roll with Mouse's stats.
Give me a second, I need to have a look at mouse's stats.
So you need to run up for it as well. As a pounce attack.
Yeah. If the line moves at least 20 feet,
Yep.
which I have moved 20
14,
feet,
15. Yeah, I'll allow it.
and obviously with that jump,
Yeah, yeah.
so I'll use it as a pounce instead.
So it's kind of like you doesn't really like jump the first bit. You kind of like the little like steps, and like then pounces.
Okay then, so for claw, 22.
22. Wow, he's not. He's
No,
still.
no, that's,
Oh no,
that's
the attack.
the roll
Yeah,
to
he hits.
hit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use claw first.
Yeah.
Which is 1d6. 4 plus 3 is 7.
Yeah.
And obviously with pounce, the target must also succeed on a DC
He
13
automatically fails as he pounces.
Oh.
And is slashed by Mouse. He instantly collapses unconscious to the floor, or the ice pillar. So he automatically fails. So if he's going to be prone, it doesn't matter. He's prone anyway.
I can make one more bite attack as a bonus action.
It's up to you. But bear in mind he's
Killed him.
pretty injured.
Can I see the people on the top of the pillars?
You can see, people, roughly sort of moving at the top of the pillars. You can see them.
And how high up are they, sorry?
About 100 feet, but you can see like silhouettes of people moving, and you just see like a silhouette. Basically, you just see like a lion jump across the pillar, like a shadow of a lion, and then a person just sort of fall down. In a bit of the screams as he goes, as he's being scratched by a lion, because it must be painful.
Mauled to death.
Mauled to death, yeah.
If the ball goes off or explodes in the process,
Yeah.
where does the ball go? Out in the centre?
If it falls off,
Yeah.
it would reappear in the centre. Yeah.
Okay.
And if it explodes?
Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't really explode. It just bursts out ice energy.
Oh, okay.
Well, unless you like screw up with
I
something.
was going to use a bonus attack on a pounce. But forget it. Just end the turn there.
Yep.
That's all I can do.
But you wouldn't necessarily know where the ball would end up because that hasn't been explained.
Okay.
Yep. So you end your turn there. That tribe member's not very happy because you see this tribe member in the centre who called out to his friend. It's now just been mauled by a lion. Now doesn't know what to expect or what to do. Your monarch is climb back up, so you're now back up. Unfortunately, you missed that turn, but you're still up now. He is down, and he's still currently on the pillar, so no one can heal him yet. Try 3 climbs up. So Runespark, he's going to can move over, grab the ball. So that's 5, 10.
As Can I do a quick reaction? 1 second.
Yeah.
Like, I shout to him. I shout over. Drop the ball on the floor. That's literally what I say.
Okay. Rinspike goes, why?
It hurts you if you hold too long.
Oh, okay. So then he drops the ball on the floor next to him. But he gets ready to pick it back up again.
As I saw that guy get hurt when he held it for quite a long time.
So he jumps over, puts it down, and then sort of waits for...
What's the first two again, sorry?
First to 3.
First to 3. We haven't even got 1 point yet.
No, I know. This tribe member...
Might have to kill everyone. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. And this tribe member here now just sees Runespark nick the ball and go the other way. And he's now has to go chase him again. He made it.
Can I just ask, how big are these guys?
They're about human size, so they're not hugely big. They're a bit bulky, but they're not...
5 foot? Somewhere around there?
Yeah, 5'5" to 5'10".
6,
Yeah.
I mean, if they're 5 foot, they're shorter than me.
They're not 5 foot, but like they're average height for humans.
Okay,
they're not tiny.
Yeah,
You can never try it.
They're not rune
But they're not like
size.
yeah, they're not like gnomes or anything. So you can't exactly
throw them off each other, throw a hit to each
Yeah.
other.
Moen, is there anything you want to do as you witness Orgar and the other tribe member run past?
Now, grasping vine, that I can just cast to appear somewhere else. People don't have to know. I'm just going to like plant my staff down a bit more firmly, and as they hang on, have they already climbed back up? Or
No, they're going to run past you to do it.
So I'm going to plant my
Like
staff
down
down quite firmly into the ground.
Yep.
And they fell off this one, so have grasping vine appear just about there.
Yeah.
And so what they need to do for grasping vine, because I really should have looked that up beforehand,
Sorry.
is so I conjure a vine that sprouts from the ground in an occupied space of your choice that you can see within range. When you cast the spell, you can direct the vine to lash out at a creature within 30 feet of it that you can see. Creature must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be pulled 20 feet directly towards the vine. Till spends, you can direct the vine to lash out at the same creature or another one as a bonus action on each of your turns.
Yep. So dexterity, yeah.
Yeah.
So Orcar got 17.
No, this is where my lack of experience.
So spell DC is
14.
Yeah,
14.
8 plus your proficiency plus so 14. Yeah, that's right. So Orcar does succeed. Do you take any damage or do you take half?
He doesn't. He wouldn't take damage. It's literally like
It's just a binding.
it's just a restriction one.
Oh, and then the other tribe member does get caught in it.
Okay.
You stop one.
However, as the vine appears from the ground, the effects of enhanced ability do fade from everyone else.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Downside
There's
to
concentration. So you lose concentration on the first spell. So you unfortunately don't have a lunch and dex saves anymore.
Not that they were really using that.
No.
I mean,
but
I've been pushing
it paid
everyone
off. It
off.
paid off for the first time. It paid for the first time.
One fell off himself too.
And do you take damage or just gets restrained or?
He is just restrained. I'm keeping him down there for as long as possible.
Okay. How long does the spell last? Just.
The spell lasts a minute, up to a minute.
So a long time. So basically.
Well, in combat, yeah.
In combat, yeah. In initiative rounds, yes, it takes a long time. Reality, not. So, yep. So Orcar managed to make it back up. Obviously, not his. Founder in.
So Rinspot's got the
He's got the ball.
dice ball.
Yeah, it's more like that actually.
It's on the floor at the moment.
Okay,
He's on the floor, but it's next to him.
so he's out of play. He's dead. This one's
Yeah.
fallen off.
Yeah, he's there. He's currently fallen off and restrained.
And then there's a little boy over there by himself.
He's injured, and he's the only one making a break
Can
for
I
it.
attempt acrobatics or a traversal
Yeah, for
across
sure.
the two?
Yep.
Is it acrobatics?
Acrobatics, yeah.
You can do this, go on.
Bigger space.
Make it.
9.
9.
Unfortunately, make a dexterity saving throw as you make it across the first one. You jump and you kind of like hit the edge of the ice and you're like trying to scramble to get up.
19.
19's enough.
9.
You kind of scramble but you manage to get back up to the scramble over the ice thing and climb on it. It was close.
Can I attack? I don't think I can do that.
That's movement. So yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, ping a quick arrow across this guy here.
Yep.
I didn't like very
Maybe the one.
Dragon drawstring. It was. Oh,
Yep. So as you pull back your,
only 11.
that's not quite enough. Unfortunately.
No, 11.
So you pull back your drawstring, and you begin to feel the heat, and you pull it back, and as you ping it, it doesn't quite ignite properly, and you see it just sort of go, and sort of just fall a bit flat. It's sort of like a little puff in the ice is where it hits.
And that's me done.
Orcar is now finally climbed up. Obviously his go's not there. Arthur?
I'll push this guy off as well.
Yeah.
17.
17 against. Yep, that's enough.
Whoa,
So
three people.
You tend to turn around and then give another push, and he's like, oh, and then falls off as well. Woo woo woo, as he falls down. Did he get hit by a divine as well, or is it only one person who runs past it? Or
I'm just.
Isn't it add your bonus
double-checking
action?
that.
You get to choose an extra.
It doesn't specify if I lash out at another one if I lose the first one.
okay, but if someone's in it already,
So I'll read it out again and I'll let you decide. So when you cast a spell, you can direct the vine to lash out at a creature within 30 feet of it that you can see. That creature must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be pulled 20 feet directly towards the vine. Until the spell ends, you can direct the vine to lash out at the same creature or another one as a bonus action on each of your turns.
yeah. So I'd say it only affects one at one time, and you can change it if you choose to.
Okay.
That's how I read it. But, so he can he run past, just sees his friend trapped in the vine, just like, okay, I don't know what's going on there. Runs, begins to run back round.
If he runs past me,
Yeah.
can I just kind of like stick my leg out and trip him
yeah.
up?
Make a sleight of hand check. I'll allow that as a reaction as well, to be fair. It's technically an attack of opportunity, so
Sleight of hand.
yeah.
Cheers, plus
Against his
3.
perception, which is not great.
Mind you, I rolled a 2 there,
Oh.
so that's 5 in total.
Oh, you rolled a natural 10, so unfortunately
I'm just going to like
doesn't trip
like,
up.
I'm just going to lean back slightly and just like shrug and say, I am an old man, I stumble easily.
He sort of looks at you like, okay, whatever. And then he carries on running.
I'm basically trying to keep him as occupied as possible without making
Yeah.
it obvious that's what I'm doing.
Makes sense, it's
Two.
working well.
3.
They're good ideas.
I'm gonna try and push him off as well.
Your second, yeah.
Yeah. Come on, baby. No, it's 12.
I know, I still got a roll there. God damn it. That was a natural 2.
Oh yeah, 4.
So you turn around, and he's so focused on grabbing the ball off Runespark, and he turns around, doesn't see you push him, and you just give him another push, and then he falls off as well and begins to turn around. You've seen about Moen's seen about 3 tribe members fall off, including Orgar, and no one else is from the other the adventurers have fallen off for a little while as well, which is pretty impressive. I think that's all you can do. 2 actions and
So
no
1,
bonus.
2, bonus.
That's to represent the vine.
My bonus is I shout, Mouse, grab the ball. That's what I say.
Yep. And it is Mouse's go now.
So Mouse goes and grabs the ball.
Yep.
So
in his mouth. He picks it
There's
up.
Mouse.
With,
So that's how many movement is that?
that's 20.
So 20.
Yep.
And Mouse has got. I'm just gonna make sure. Unless I think it's 30, but I'm just gonna make sure. No, Mouse has got 50 speed.
Mousey. He can just about get there.
Can I
Or
get?
he can get there and try and launch it.
Can I go to the next platform?
Yep. So Mouse runs past Runespark, gives it a sort of knowing look, picks up the ball, and carries on running to the next
And
pillar.
then, as my character,
Yep.
as a reaction, I shout, "Throw it!"
Yep.
And he tries and throws it into the hoop.
Well, yeah.
Obviously.
Make a dexterity. Make a dex throw or an F. Yeah, be dex throw with Mouse's dex.
What? 9. He tried.
Unfortunately, he did try, but he sort of launches it, and it's close, hits the ring, bounces back off. So hits the ring and sort of just bounces back off.
So is it off?
As it falls down, reappears next to
Nice.
Fandarin. So you just see this ice ball just becomes like apparate in front of you.
Yep.
You Monarch, what are you gonna do? You're back up now.
What's the distance between me and their goal?
So you're 35 feet away from the ball, and you're another 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, about 50 feet away from the goal.
So 85 altogether.
85.
Yeah.
Okay. I use my ability. I can double my speed, so now becomes 60.
Yeah.
So I grab the ball and go to the farthest I can get, which is where?
5. You can just about get here if you want.
Do I need to roll anything?
No, not to get there, I'd say.
Can I throw the ball?
Yes, you can. Oh no, because you double your movement as. Oh no, it's bonus action because you're a rogue, so you can do that. So you can throw the ball.
Oh no, that wasn't a bonus action. That was literally my
Action.
cat skill. No, my tabaxi.
Oh, tabaxi ability. Okay.
So I need to roll dex.
Dex, just straight dex.
Just straight dex.
Yeah.
Straight dex plus 16.
That's enough. So you throw the ball. Orhart tries to grab it as it flies by, and he rolls a natural 1. So as he tries to grab it, it just falls flat on his face. So he's prone in front of you. As the ball flies over, goes through the ring, and as it goes through the ring, you see like a burst of ice come out the ring, and like a little like spikes just come, sort of like almost like a spiral kind of out of the goal, out of the ring, as it then reappears next to Mandarin. And you've got 1 point,
I'm just
and
thinking.
no one else is back up yet.
I've actually got a great idea for Fandarin, actually.
Let me think.
I've had a good idea, but I don't know how to communicate it to you.
Perhaps you've got one.
Just shout it.
It might
That's
be what
the
I'm
thing,
thinking.
I can't because it involves me interfering in the
Yeah,
game.
exactly.
I think what you're thinking, I'm thinking as well. But I need Fandarin
What?
back.
I
What's
don't
the
know.
guy
I
in
doubt
front
it.
of me?
Oh, Orkar, the shaman.
I'm going to turn you into a giant.
I guess that's it, because obviously I can't do anything. I
Yeah.
use my action and
Okay.
everything.
That's fair. RuneSpark is going to 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. RuneSpark is going to go here and shout to Fandarin. Shoot the ball with your arrow.
Oh, that's literally what I was going to say as well. That's literally what I was going to say.
I go. I get you.
So for Fandarin, just to catch him up, basically you've witnessed your monarch grab the ball, run past you, and score a goal.
Okay.
As the chief fell on the floor.
As the chief fell on the floor trying to catch it. Because you rolled a natural 1. Tribe members.
Under
Tribe
Virgil van
4
Dijk.
is finally climbed up, but he misses his.
One of them is dead.
Well, one of them's still trapped by the mysterious vine that's just
Yeah,
sprouted
yeah,
out of the ice.
You got like, yeah, that's helped actually a lot.
One of them
I've already tried to
is
snare
still
him.
completely out from my attacking.
Yeah,
Good
I've
old
already tried to snare someone.
MVP from my team.
You never know.
yeah. So Moen,
Honourable,
Um,
yes. Modest, not in the slightest.
Well,
No,
that was
true.
actually done by my lion.
that's true. Is there
It's
anything?
not done by me.
Is there anything Moen wants to do on this turn?
I'm assuming that you wouldn't be you guys wouldn't be looking at me, would you?
No one bit.
No, they wouldn't be really.
Actually, would I look? I'm looking in his angle. Technically, I'm looking at
depends
where
what you
he's
want to do,
looking.
I guess. But
I would kind of just want to gesture them to deliberately jump down and come down to me.
make a general like persuasion roll, and then if Arthur makes a general perception roll.
Perception.
Yeah.
18.
So it needs to be lower than 18.
18.
That's enough. So I'd say because they're equal, you can kind of see him try and grab your attention. Depends on how you want to convey that message to him, like what symbol you want to make.
I'm wave to get his attention, then just beckon him towards me.
Yeah, so you see him wave and come towards you. You get the impression he wants you to come down. But, you won't have to move until your turn. So Fandarin.
So I will take Rainspot's advice and attempt to.
Yeah.
I'm
Stand the wall and fire it, or
what can I throw the wall or should I shoot it?
it's up to you. What do you think has more chances?
As I see Fandarin,
The goal is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 feet.
As I see Fandarin, I'm just like, shoot it with an arrow!
I grab an arrow. A normal fire. I'll point out my normal bow.
Yeah.
Pricking it. Oh, sorry, stick an arrow in the ball.
Yep.
And yeah, fire a shot. I got two attempts, I guess, to attack.
I mean,
Yep. I'll allow you to stab the ball with a bonus, so it'll be easy to do.
19.
19's enough. That's enough for the first one attempt. So you stab the ice ball, pick up the arrow, and you fire it. Admittedly, it's a bit more difficult to aim because it is now really heavy. But you manage to sort of aim it up a little bit, so the arc will come in, and you sort of aim it, and Arthur witnesses it fly above his head, or sort of behind you almost. And you Monarch witness it sort of fly past him, fly through the dead center of the ring as some ice sort of spirals around the ring, and it's sort of like a celebration as you got two goals. Moen hears all the tribe members at the bottom go because they're like 1 point away and the tribe haven't scored yet. This is
and one of them's
unseen.
two of them are incapacitated. 3 of them are incapacitated. Sorry.
Well, yeah, they've only ever seen like 3 people that keep going back up, so they don't know what happened to this guy.
And then I shout, shoot it once more!
And the ball reappears back to you.
And is it?
You've already stabbed it though, with a bonus. So I'd say to stab it again would be too much. You can stab it as an action, but you wouldn't have to fire it.
In that case, I will throw it to Arthur.
Arthur.
Can I do that?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Throw it. It'd just be a general dex. It wouldn't be difficult. Yeah,
I'll 20.
So he throws it to you, and this ball come towards you. You managed to catch it if you want.
Catch.
Yep.
Arthur.
One-handed.
Orkhart spends half his movement getting back up. He's going to
come to me.
Yeah, he's going to run past. So you Monarch gets an attack opportunity against Orkhart.
Can I attack him?
Yeah, you can. He's run past you to get the ball because he can't let you score one more time.
Slash him.
Okay, I'm going to roll d20. Nope, I got 4 plus 7, so 11.
Unfortunately, that's not quite enough. So as he runs past, it's just in the speed and like agility you weren't quite prepared for, and you still marveling at Fandarin's shot. you don't quite get enough purchase on his
What's this
armor.
by the way?
It's only 30 feet, but just.
But don't you need to get up, which is like minus?
Oh no, he's already up.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, yes, he's 15 feet, but he can still do 15 feet. Yeah, there's still enough time, like enough space. Yep, so he goes there, and he's going to try and wrestle the ball off you.
Okay.
Just make a up to you athletics or
I'll do
acrobatics.
Whoa!
Does he have
no.
disadvantage?
No, I might lose.
Would he have disadvantage?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
with
would.
strength
No,
check.
he wouldn't.
Oh, you're not.
Because he's not attacking me.
Oh, it's
Oh,
only
yeah,
He's
yeah.
wrestling the
tackles.
ball off me. So
It doesn't matter
9.
anyway. It's a natural one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I got 9. Ooh.
That's lucky.
I got 2. So, but then I added 7 on. So.
Oh, well, you got a natural one anyway. So, he managed. He goes to grab it and he's like, "Oh, that's cold," and immediately lets go again.
Okay.
Even though you weren't
You'd
quite
think he'd be
expecting it,
used
and
to
you
the
were like-
cold.
You'd think so, but I think he's panicking.
I actually whisper that to myself, just loud enough for the crowd to hear. Like, you'd think he'd be used to the cold.
All the crowd is going like in shock. That's all you're hearing. Just the crowd just like were cheering, like entertaining, and now it's just a bit more like shock and tense atmosphere.
Copyright.
These two are funny up. They can't go yet. Mouse's go.
I haven't had my go yet. I'll go before Mouse.
Oh yeah, sorry, you go first.
Okay. I'm gonna try and kick the chief leader off. I attempt to kick him off.
Like a Sparta attempt.
Spartan kick.
Oh my
didn't
God.
do well. 9.
Oh well, he rolled a 7 plus 3,
Oh, you got
so he rolled a 10. So he's not expecting the Sparta kick, and as you do the Sparta kick, and you just like catches your leg, and it's like very close to his like nuts area. He's like, oh.
Then I'll
It's
do
very
my
close.
second attempt,
Yep.
which is that I throw the ball
Yep.
to Eumonic.
Yep. Make a general dex for.
10 plus dex.
You're on.
13.
That's enough. So he throws the ball. Eumonic captures the ball. And you
And-
turn to see 2 tribe members stand in front of you. They can't move or do anything yet, but they've just finally climbed back up.
I then jumped down. As
Yep.
obviously I saw.
And you swan dive down into the feather fall as the tribes that were all gasping see you fall, and then take a second to realise that you're coming off, and then start like hastily trying to like cast again because they're the group.
They didn't expect me to suicide jump.
Didn't expect you to suicide jump. As you dive down, Orkhan is just like peers over like, what are you doing?
So obviously as I'm
Yeah.
going, I go here, and I slowly walk past because I know. I can see what's happening, but I slowly walk past to see what he's
Yep, we'll
going
come
to say.
back to that on the next turn. Mouse's go.
Okay then. So Mouse.
Yep.
Can you move Mouse so that he's diagonal first?
This way.
Yep.
Yep.
Then move forward.
This way.
Then run across.
Yep.
So
So he just
jumps,
runs and jumps. Yep.
and then does a pounce on them.
So Runesbart just sees Mouse do like a little circle around and just build a bit of speed. So it's a little circle and jumps and pounces against the tribe member. So
The
this-
one, that one there, right
Yeah.
there. Okay. What's that? 13.
unfortunately not quite enough. So he pounces on him. Do you have to attack to it before he gets prone, or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have to attack before.
So he comes in and gives a slash, and then the tribe member sees his line coming and sort of braces himself for the impact, but it just the claws catch the armor and it doesn't quite.
So now I've
Yeah.
got a quick question to ask.
Yep.
Because obviously, my lion is classed as a large beast.
Yep.
In that little area, what would happen between me and the large beast?
The lion lost the attack, so he'd fall off.
The lion will fall. Okay, that's fine.
Yep. So as he comes off and he gets like sort of bashed with the claw, it, like the tribe member managed to sort of fight him off, and then obviously no space. The mouse begins to slip, his back leg slip, and then he begins to like scramble and sort of slide down the pillar until he falls.
Okay, that's fine.
He'd obviously run back. Okay, that's mouse. You Monarch, you've got the ball. There's two tribe members in front of you, and the goal.
Kobe.
2 of them.
Yes, yeah, they just climbed back up. They won't have their go yet, but until next initiative round. But they're just in front of you.
So they're standing up.
Yeah, it just makes it a bit more difficult for you to score. That's all.
Okay,
Yep.
first one. I use.
You have the ball as well, by the way.
First of all, I use my first action to push the guy in front of me.
Yeah.
I push it down.
Okay, make a strength check.
I'm not very good at it.
Yeah.
-1.
Oh no.
Unless you get an actual 20, right?
That's true. It's possible.
Strength 13.
Unfortunately, you rolled an actual 18, so plus his dex, which is higher. So you managed to resist, and you don't manage to push him down.
Okay. Can I go through him, or is that I have time?
You can. I'll consider it if you want to make a go for the goal. Roll a dex check, and I'll consider it in the DC.
Yeah, I want to kind of spin toward the goal.
One's going for a slam.
Yeah, like a feat. Yeah. Make a general
Yeah.
dex check then.
Can I also say something to everyone?
Yeah.
Just a quick one. In my child, got a giant called Michael Jordan. This is for him. And then I start running, and then start doing the jump man.
Yeah, make a dex check.
Okay.
I'll give
Just straight.
you advantage. I'll give you advantage because of the because you pumped it up.
Is the
Because the
my giant
adrenaline.
gave me power.
Because of the eagerness to please your giant.
The first one I got 12 plus 4, so 17.
Something that's enough.
That's 16, so.
Yeah, so 16.
Yeah, 16 is enough. So you do.
17. He's 17. 13 plus 4.
Yeah, 17. Yeah.
Oh, you said 12.
What's your second roll? Just see if you get a natural 20.
Is no, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
It was 9. It was 9.
Oh, okay, but it's enough. So you manage to you do like a little fake, and then the Trimers don't see it, and you go mid jump as you're like sort of mid jump, diving towards it as you begin to like reach almost like slam dunk style through the hoop. He goes,
you, MJ?
and then you manage to make it through the hoop, dive fully through the hoop. As the ice begins to burst out, like in three rings this time. So rather than just once, it does it like three attempts. All the tribe members down below go in shock. They wait a little bit until they realise that Umark is falling. Then they start hastily casting to try and bring him back. At this moment, you've now reached Moen, asking,
Just
what's up?
wave your hands in his direction and point to the guy who's held with the vine. I can't maintain the spell for much longer. I need someone else to make it look like they cast it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
It wasn't a big thing, but I needed to be able to
That is
cancel
very
the
true.
spell
That is
without them
I do this.
catching on.
I do this. I put my hand out and I'm just like.
And as he does, I remove my staff from the ground, and the vine is just kind of sucked back into the ice.
And then the Tribe looks at you and goes, "Well played." And he looks at you and says it, even though he looks at Arthur and says, "Well played," even though it was Moen that did most of the work. Luckily, Moen disguised that. That's good thinking. The other Tribe members just look defeated.
That one's been dead on the floor since
the ice pillars begin to. You feel it shift, and you begin to feel him come out to the ground.
Is he actually dead?
Him,
Yeah.
he's just unconscious.
He's just unconscious. Okay.
A healer's become to. Not trying to go heal him, or they didn't really heal him, but they like carry him off.
As they
to heal him.
start to carry him off, I approach him and use Cure Wounds on him, which is 1d8 plus spellcasting modifier. That's +6.
I got to the chief leader,
Yeah.
and then I told him, "Oh, just like to mention, these guys, we do have something called Pyro Ball, pretty much the same, and these guys were the champion of our side, so yeah, that's why I said we accepted."
He just looks at you and goes, "Oh." And he goes, "Come to the village hall. We must discuss business. So you're now allowed to go to the village hall
We shall.
and speak to the shaman."
Let's get
I restored 8 hit points for him.
Yep. So he wakes up and sees just you restoring him, and he goes, "Thank you." As he begins to get carried off, just we presume for just to rest and recover.
I grab some like ration where there's like the dry jerky stuff, and I tell Mouse to come over and feed it, and I'm just like, well done, boy.
Is anyone from the group hurt?
No, surprisingly not. No one got injured actually. They're all.
No, Umonic did.
Umonic got a little bit injured actually. Umonic is a little bit injured, but he's not hugely hurt.
I didn't get her because I
Like
engaged.
9 hit points.
Okay,
I engage it in a
Um,
full duel with someone.
Isn't that
then,
much?
And then I pretty much just pushed everyone off the stage. I was MVP. Me and the Mouse MVP. We may not have scored, but we made the route for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. So you managed to do that. You managed to win your game of Glacierball. And as you heading back to town, Bone Carver passes you, and she hurriedly whispers to sort of the general party, "Come see me first," and then begins to run off. Moen would know where the igloo, where her home, her igloo is.
So, I'm assuming I would hear that as well.
Yes, you would hear that as well. It's just a general whispers to the party. She tries to make sure that most of the tribe members don't hear, but the party does hear.
So, I'm going to assume that you're too headstrong to listen. But it's out of character. I'm assuming that Arthur would be too like headstrong to pay attention to her. You're more.
No, I'll go.
He would pay
Okay.
attention.
I am the captain of the groups. Well, not the group, but my previous group.
Yeah.
So I will listen to people. So I'm just like. So I look at you. I'm just like. Where does she live? She told us to go to her, but where does she live?
I just kind of make a shush gesture and then more loudly say, I was meant to meet. What's it? Bone Carver, was it?
Yeah, Bone Carver.
I was meant to meet Bone Carver this afternoon. I was wondering if you would like to accompany me.
Yeah, sure.
It should give you a better insight into the goings on in the village.
Yeah, sure. Why not? We need.
I've basically done that loud enough so the other people.
Yeah,
hear,
yes.
And I stroll off ahead of everyone towards.
Yeah, are you following?
Igloo.
Yeah,
With surprising amount of speed for someone of my age.
Yeah, it's surprisingly for an old guy. He's pretty nimble.
Well, I have a
Pretty quick.
I have a dex of 16.
Yeah, so pretty nimble. I think that's not that much slower than Vandarin.
I have to. If we do approach her house,
Yep.
I have to tell Mouse to stay outside
Yes. Yeah.
because obviously of my ability, my mount can't go inside houses.
Yep, that's fine. So you managed to come. You go back to the village. You notice that a lot of the tribe members are talking, discussing the events, and they're all quite entertained by it. To be fair, this whole game, and it's probably been their most exciting game they've had for ages. And they're also talking about how the shaman lost and how the shaman was not happy. How Hart were really not happy. You begin to make your way to the igloo that Bonecar resides in towards the back end of the village. Is Moen going first or?
I'm going first, but I'm also keeping a close eye out on just in case anyone seems to be watching us.
Make a perception roll.
9.
You're not aware of anyone watching you.
I also let Moen go first so that it doesn't look suspicious, as I can tell what he's trying
Yep.
to do.
It's Fanner and following as well.
Yep. I'll
Yep.
follow.
So it reads about
One.
they'll all follow.
Yeah.
Mouse is outside, and as you sort of hurriedly rush in to try and hide your view, Bonecover goes, "Ah, you came quick. That's good."
What is it that you want to see us about?
She goes, "1, I'm impressed. I've been waiting for an adventure group that could really shut the shaman." And she goes, "And I haven't found a good opportunity to get our druid friend here involved." And she tells you, she goes, "I think Orgahart is working with the dragon in the ice caves, which is strongly against our old shaman's ideals. And I think that's where people have gone missing."
As food?
She doesn't know, so she explains possibly it could be food. I'm not too sure. And the reason the village hall was so well protected was because there's a hidden passageway into the ice caves. and that's why it's been so protected.
Okay.
Mainly, so
Is this passageway concealed from within, or if we were to enter the building, could we see it
it's
easily?
concealed. So she explains it's concealed in the previous shaman. He stopped people going to the village so they couldn't find it in general. Just to protect them mainly. So like he'd protect it and make sure no one come out, no one go in.
Okay.
Where the new shaman is protecting it for the sake of he doesn't want people to know about it. That's her general understanding, but she hasn't really had the trust between her and Orkart is good, but it's not amazing.
Okay. I turn over and I'm just like, in a very low voice, I'm just like, how trustworthy is she?
You would know Bonecover's a lot more trustworthy than the shaman.
Far more than the orc heart.
Okay. I mean, if anything, we'll kind of have to listen to you on this. I mean, this area is your expertise.
if
Unlike
people are
us.
being given to a dragon for whatever reason, then I am going in there tonight. If you come with me or not is not my concern.
Okay.
I think to save more innocent lives it's not a bad thing.
I know it's not a bad thing. I'm just wondering if it's trustworthy or not. That's all. I mean, we're new to this village, hence why we're relying on you.
Rin Spark says that regardless that you come for a reason for
I
the
know-
final Dracon.
I know we've come for a
seems to
reason,
mean
but
the
if
best place to
we
look.
get led into a trap, because obviously
That's true. You can make an insight check if you want.
I'm not going to do
Oh,
an
yeah.
inside check, but I'm just worried about the whole group. That's all. You know, as my past of what happened,
That's true.
obviously I'm a bit more wary about stuff. But like I said, this is your area. You know more than us, so whatever you say, I will follow. And what do you say?
How much has, like, whilst I've been in the village, how much has Bonecover been helping me with my investigations and such?
She would have been more helpful, so she would have taken you as much information as you can where it was safe to do so.
I trust her.
You'd trust her a lot more than you would the new shaman.
Okay.
Bonecover was always the right hand person for the other previous shaman as well, and it's more established.
Right. Well, if you trust her, we'll take our action tonight. Everyone get their stuff ready, and we'll move in tonight. Will we be able to take Bonecarver with us or not? Will she be
wouldn't
willing
come with you. She wouldn't be willing to come with you. She'll be willing to provide interference to the shaman.
Uh-huh.
In terms of like where you disappeared to, because you'll be missing for a time. She's willing to like lie and say that you went back or something like that. But she's not willing to go with you into the Ice Caves.
Okay.
I just told her, I said, keep the shaman distracted tonight.
Yeah.
And then
She agrees.
over the time of it, I would probably have observed the village hall. Is it guarded all night?
Yes, it's guarded all night, but you have got an invitation by the shaman, so you're allowed to go in there.
Okay.
So if you can go in there and take Bonecover with you, and she'll run a distraction, but she won't
Go
go into the Ice Caves because she's scared of the white dragon. Is what she says to you.
Is there anything you can tell us about this white dragon? Bonecover.
The white dragon's been there for years. He lives in the caves underneath. He's normally left the village alone. That's what she says.
Does he have a name? Can we address him?
Arafafor. Yeah, literally spell how Fanarin spell it.
Oh, amazing.
Raathator. I think there's a U before the T, but it's close enough.
Obviously, I've had a quick encounter with the chief leader around here.
Yeah.
But is there anything else that he has that can become a threat towards us
Um,
that you would know of? In case we need to. Obviously, I do not want to do anything, but in case we do need to fight, at least we know an upper hand.
not
of something.
he doesn't. He knows that he has quite a good relationship with the ice toads, but the ice toads are also very intelligent creatures. So it's whether the ice toads trust him enough, or but she doesn't know that. She knows that there's a good relationship.
Do the ice toads speak common?
They do.
Okay.
I'm going to just, the moment she says that, I'm going to peer out the window, see if I can see any of the ice toads.
Yeah, you can see some ice toads just hopping about.
None that appear to actually be spying.
No, none seem to be spying, but there are a few just hopping about and then occasionally stopping by the little tribes, and it looks like they're joining the conversation as well to find out what went on with this game.
I mean, thanks for all the information. We'll see you tonight. If you can do a distraction for us while we're inside.
Yes.
So you don't need to follow us into the cave. We'll sort the cave out. You just need to help us distract as much time as you can.
I'll do my best.
How long would it be from now until dusk?
It won't be that long, because it's maybe
It's probably
midday or so. No, it wouldn't take all day, but to set up or whatever, it might take midday. So you're probably looking a couple of hours, like 3-4 hours or so.
Damn.
So you have time to do
Okay.
a short rest, but not really a long rest.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking.
If you went tonight,
I have no 4th level spell slots left.
I was thinking, yeah, you burn up a lot of spells. And
So I don't have polymorph or grasping vine. But I could probably work without them. So
No, I don't need them. No, don't worry.
Yep.
Actually, I use two level two spells as well.
so it's up to you if you want to
I wonder if we can postpone our meeting
tomorrow morning.
It's better to strike at night. No?
I think so. Can we disguise it as an offer of dinner?
I'm trying to think how we
That
could...
might be a distraction.
If we waited until tomorrow, we would all be fully rested. You have all just participated in a very exhausting activity. If we can find an excuse to delay it until tomorrow at sunset,
Yeah.
that could work.
Bone goes, well, I can suggest a winner's breakfast. And then perhaps make a distraction then. Give you time to rest up.
I mean, we've been invited to the guild hall, so we're now to go in whenever we like.
Yeah.
So I mean, we can go whenever we like inside because we've been invited. So technically, as long as we can get a distraction at a certain point, we'll just go in then. So if everyone wants to rest up for the night, we'll rest up for the night, and then
I think that's wise.
She'll tell.
I turn to Boneclaw and basically say, no, not Boneclaw, Bonecarver.
Carver,
I
yeah.
don't know where Boneclaw came from. Bonecarver, and say, when you hear my staff thudding and echoing across the ice, that is your cue to cause the distraction.
That is okay. Is there a type of distraction you want, or am I allowed to?
Keep him
free rein.
keep them away from the hall. Beyond that, do whatever is necessary.
Okay. I have some ideas.
hey, sneaky cat man, what do you think?
So, Arthur addresses you, Monarch, and asks you, Monarch, what does he think?
Whatever that you want, guys. You guys want to do.
Okay, then we'll go with the plan.
Your Monarch still feeling a bit down about the whole losing his friend situation.
He slam dunk though.
He did do a slam dunk.
Right, so we will everyone go rest in their thing, and then we'll meet up again tomorrow.
I leave the house last and make a big show of thanking.
Yeah.
Bonecarver, going to get the name right.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's a DM's bane as to which always NPC names be butchered. Yep. So just for the sake of brevity, you end up saying your greetings or your goodbyes until the morning. You huddle around in an igloo, around a fire, making sure you're warm enough so you don't get exhaustion, so you don't feel the cold. You wrap up warm and you take a long rest and heal up and recover after a very, very tense day. And as you're walking back, you see a lot of some like it's quite mixed, but half the tribe will come up and like trying to get you to autograph their like their robes and stuff like that. You take rest, and that's where we'll leave the session until next time, where we'll see how you distract and get into the ice caves.
Hopefully, very well.
So hopefully the players enjoyed it. Session.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And hopefully the viewers enjoyed the session. And if you are liking what you're seeing, you want to hear any more about the backstories that haven't they've been revealed in the first half of the campaign, or perhaps backstories you want to hear more about in this campaign, leave a comment down below. Remember to like and subscribe, and check out our Facebook and Twitter pages for more information on upcoming videos. And it's goodbye from us.
See you later.
Bye.
Right.